Hey everybody, T-Man again, bringing you motherfuckers another video. This one's gonna be doing my review on last night's Royal Rumble 2015. What did I think of the show? I'm gonna break it down. Mostly the actual Royal Rumble match. I'm gonna break it all down to you. What do I think of it? Oh my god, guys, it was the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. Everything was great. The storylines were right on key, and oh man, they did everything right, man. I'll tell you, everybody wanted to see Daniel Bryan get eliminated in 10 minutes. All the surprise guests happened within the first 10 entrants. It was absolutely horrible, guys. I'm just kidding you, man. Come on, guys. You know me. Boy, man, they made the same mistake. WWE made the same mistake 2 Royal Rumbles in a row. And my god, man, before I go into the actual Royal Rumble match, which I'm going to be spending all this time on the video on, let's just scheme real fast throughout the prelims, the preliminary card here real quick. Let's start off with I just want to get these matches out of the way because you believe me, if you guys watch my videos know that I have a lot to say about last night's Royal Rumble and what we saw last night. So let's start off with the first match on the kickoff show, which they've changed this match around so many times. First, it was billed last week or something on SmackDown or something. They built it as a 6-man elimination tag team match between the New Day and Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, and Adam Rose. Then it got dwindled down to a 6-man tag team match. Then it got cut again at the very last minute when they came out to just a tag team match between Tyson Kidd, Cesaro versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Big E Langston. Real fast, Tyson Kidd won that match. Kind of surprised me a little bit. Moving on from there, main card. I'm not going in order, I'm trying to remember off my hand. I wrote all my notes really on the Royal Rumble match itself. I didn't do any notes on the pre-card here because I watched it live like all you did, and then today, this morning, before I shot this video, I wrote down a lot of notes. I rewatched the Royal Rumble match itself, and because I really wanted to get a detailed, because I had a lot of friends over so a couple friends over, my brother-in-law, a couple things like that, family over, and I couldn't hear everything. We were talking, having fun and stuff, but so today I really wanted to hear the crowd noise. I wanted to really give you guys a full detailed thing. So the whole pre-match thing, I didn't really, all the other matches I did not really write down, so I'm just doing it all off the top of my head. What I can remember, the opening match was New Age Outlaws versus the Ascension. My god, guys, real quick, Ascension won. Knew that was going to happen. I do want to talk more about the Ascension. I'll probably do that on my SmackDown review. Those of you who know already knows that Monday Night Raw is canceled and they're doing something out of their studio tonight for Raw. But SmackDown will be live this Thursday. It's going to be a live SmackDown. Okay, moving on from that, a lot of tag team matches. We go on to the tag team titles. Miz and Mizdow losing to the Usos. Knew that was going to happen. Going to talk about Miz and Mizdow in the Royal Rumble. I'm going to break down a lot of storylines in that Royal Rumble match. Okay, moving on from there, we go Paige and Natalya against the Bellas. That was one match. If you guys saw my prediction video, I was wrong on, but who really gives a shit about a Divas tag team match storyline wise? It could have went either way. Who cares? I said Paige and Natalya was going to win. Was wrong about that. Bellas did. Who cares? Whatever. This match, I'll give a little bit more time to. It was definitely probably the match of the night that stole the night for sure. Was the heavyweight title match between Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Seth Rollins. I will spend a couple minutes on this fight. This was a really good wrestling match. This was a great triple threat match. Seth Rollins brawn it. Brock Lesnar brawn it. At one point, even me thought, hey, is Brock Lesnar really hurt? They're really taking their time on him down there. I figured he was okay, but, I had that doubt in the back of my head. Is he okay? He came in, F5 Seth Rollins, got the win. Really, really interesting. I mean, So Brock Lesnar won this match. Now, I'm going to spend, I don't know how long this video is going to go. I'm going to go in depth each thing about this Royal Rumble match. I'm going to tell you all the entrants. I wrote down all the notes here, as you can see. I wrote down all these notes. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm going to run down all this. At the beginning part of my notes, I said who eliminated who. Towards the end, I didn't. So if I didn't say who eliminated who in every part of my review, please bear with me. I just really want, you guys probably saw it, so I'm not going to break down every little who eliminated who all the way through. Just going to be giving you my thoughts on the eliminations, what I think, definitely who won, the storylines, how out of touch Vince McMahon really is, and all that stuff that you guys expect from me. So going on from there, let's start it off. The first entrant of the Royal Rumble was The Miz and R-Truth. They started off the Royal Rumble, R-Truth being number 2 and Miz being number 1. I thought this was a very poor way to start the Royal Rumble. The last few years, if you remember, I cannot remember the names, they've started off with some pretty decent mid-card names to at least maybe one main event status name. Moving on from there, number 3, a surprise entrant, which I did not see coming all the way, was Bubba Ray Dudley. Did not like how Bubba Ray came in as his Dudley Boy character. I think Bubba Ray really got over and kind of got out of that whole Dudley Boy persona when he was Bully Ray in TNA. I thought he had his best run in his whole career as Bully Ray in TNA as a single star. He was always known as a tag team wrestler. Well, he really went in his zone in TNA. He really stood out and really became one of the better heels. And even when he was a babyface and doing his thing towards the end of his run in TNA with Dixie Carter and Aaron Carter, the EC3 and all that, was really, really good. Having them come back was just really funny. And then I think right off the bat, Vince McMahon's mistake was thinking that any black guy can be Devon Dudley. I thought that was funny. So R-Truth played the role of Devon Dudley. Bubba Ray saying Devon Truth get the tables in this way, doing the what's up, doing what Vince McMahon remembers of Bubba Ray Dudley. After that, okay, we go on. Okay, Bubba Ray actually eliminates The Miz. Then he eliminates R-Truth, the guy that was helping him out. Number 4, we move on to Luke Harper enters the Royal Rumble, followed by Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt eliminates Bubba Ray Dudley. Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper has a very good face-off. Very good face-off those two guys had. Then number 6, we had Curtis Axel. What happens here? I really liked what they did here with Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan, as you guys know, was not supposed to be in the Royal Rumble match. I actually, if you guys saw my SmackDown review, known that on SmackDown, you know, Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, and Eric Rowan had to compete in matches in order to make it to the Royal Rumble. Eric Rowan was the only guy that did it. I liked how they did this here with Eric Rowan. Even, you know, I knew if they were smart, and you know, like I said, I'm not gonna be negative about every little thing. I will point out the good things WWE did. I like how they threw Eric Rowan in there, beating up Curtis Axel on the way to the ring, beating up Curtis Axel. Thought that was a really, really, really smart thing to do. And now we have Eric Rowan, Bray Wyatt, and Luke Harper. They had a really great little Wyatt family reunion, little face-off in the ring there, and it looked like Luke Harper and Eric Rowan was on a team up against Bray. Bray had a great, you know, smile on his face. It looked awesome, guys. One of the highlights for me in the Rumble, because I'm a big Bray Wyatt fan, big Wyatt family guy. But no, then Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper teamed up against against Eric Rowan, sorry, and Bray Wyatt eliminating Luke Harper later in that match. Eric Rowan, they pointed out many times, even though he stole the spot, it was still not an official entrant into the Royal Rumble match. Okay, where am I at here? 6. Okay, 7. We have now it's Bray Wyatt all by himself in the ring now. Number 7th entrance, we had another return just for last night, was the Boogeyman. I thought that was horrible. I mean, are they really that short on wrestlers. I know the roster's really thin, and even though they have a lot of good names, last night, you really got to see how thin that roster was when you can't bring in a bigger legend like that. Like, I heard rumors that they were going to, returning guys last night was going to be Randy Orton, Sheamus, I heard Jericho, I heard RVD, I heard a Rock was going to be our entrant, even though he ended up being in the Rumble. Believe me, I'll talk about that later. The Boogeyman? I mean, come on. I mean, Bubba Ray Dudley was a nice surprise. The other surprise, later on the entrance, as you know, is DDP. We'll talk about that. Was a good surprise too. But the Boogeyman and Bray Wyatt had a very nice stare down, doing a little freak show thing, and then Bray Wyatt eliminating Boogeyman. Wasn't a big fan of that. Then we had Bray, then we had Bray Wyatt, takes out the Boogeyman. Then number 8, we had Sin Cara. After Sin Cara, Bray Wyatt eliminated Sin Cara. Again, I liked where they were going with Bray Wyatt, with Bray Wyatt, again, alone in the ring. Then he takes after that, he cuts a promo saying, is there anybody out there that can, take me or whatever, I'll eliminate him in 30 seconds, cutting a promo or whatever. And you would think after you cut the promo, you would send the big name out here. I think Bray Wyatt was a little off on timing here, because right after he cut that, Zack Ryder came out. He eliminates Zack Ryder. I think he was meant to cut that promo after Zack Ryder, because after that, then here comes the number 10 entrant, Daniel Bryan. Huge, the biggest pop of the night, one of them. A positive pop was Daniel Bryan. The crowd really wanted Daniel Bryan again to win the Royal Rumble. And so anyways, he comes out. Like I said, I think Bray Wyatt was off on his timing. I think he was supposed to say that after he eliminated Zack Ryder, then cut the promo, then have the big name come out here to shut him up. Did not happen. Number 11, Fandango came out, followed by Tyson Kidd. Stardust. Daniel Bryan takes out Tyson Kidd. Number 14, we have DDP. Number 15, Rusev was in there. Rusev takes out DDP. Before he takes out DDP, let me just tell you, Diamond Dallas Page looked good. Let me give you my 2 cents on that. Diamond Dallas Page looked really good in the match. He and believe me, those of you who are expecting a rant at the end of this, I will. I'm just trying to get through all the meat of the Royal Rumble first, doing a thorough review. But DDP looked good, man. He did the Diamond Cutter on Bray Wyatt, on Fandango. He actually eliminated Fandango. No, did he? I don't know. But anyways, I think he eliminated one person, but he hit the Diamond Cutter on everybody. Diamond Dallas Page, for being as old as he is, I think he's in his late 50s, looks absolutely awesome. Good job, Diamond Dallas Page. Let me see. Yeah. There was a nice little face-off at one point. A little 3-way face-off between Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, and Rusev. I thought that was a pretty cool thing. Rusev and Bray Wyatt kind of teamed together for the most of that. That was pretty cool. Bray Wyatt. Okay, and then here comes some of the bad mistakes now of the night. Bray Wyatt eliminates Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was entrant number 10, and he was out before entrant number 16, guys. He was in there for about estimated 10 minutes, or around 10-minute time. Oh my God, guys. Daniel Bryan, and when Daniel Bryan went over the top that early on, the fans went crazy. They booed. They couldn't believe it. WWE, as much as you want your corporate champion, I'm calling it, your corporate figure, man, to be your next John Cena, they're pushing it too hard on Roman Reigns. This is not Roman Reigns' fault. And you know what? I'm going to get into Roman Reigns and all that. But when Daniel Bryan went out, that was the biggest mistake ever. If you're going to eliminate Daniel Bryan, okay, you had to do it in the bigger way. They only saw their guy. People that love Daniel Bryan, they only saw their man, their guy, their hero for about 10 minutes. Maybe less. Holy shit. It was unbelievable. Fans went crazy. And from that point on, in my opinion, after Daniel Bryan went out that early, the crowd was never the same again. They were so hostile. They did not give a flying fuck. They were mad. At that point, I bet you everybody knew we were going to get a generic finish. So let me hurry up and move on before I could just spend a few minutes on just ranting and raving about this. But critiquing it and giving a great review at the same time, though, of course. Number 16, Goldust. Crowd's really mad even after Goldust. Then they hinted at a breakup between Goldust and Stardust, which, you know, I've heard was happening because it's rumored that Goldust is going to retire from in-ring competition a little after WrestleMania. Stardust is going to continue with the character, but Goldust and Stardust, Cody Rhodes, do want to do a storyline together with those two gimmicks. They've wanted to do it for a while. This could be the tease at that. Okay, crowd still chanting for Daniel Bryan. Number 17, Kofi Kingston. The crowd is still fucking just ballistic, man. They're chanting Daniel Bryan. And let me tell you something real quick, and going back to Daniel Bryan, I remember I heard Vince McMahon say on an interview or something, and Triple H said the same thing, that a thing about Daniel Bryan was they believed that the chant was over. Yes, the yes chant was over, not Daniel Bryan. Let me tell you something, you stupid motherfuckers. They weren't chanting yes. They were chanting for Daniel Bryan. The man is fucking over, not the chant. Yeah, the chant was real over with the yes, but it was the man that was over. Okay, guys? You fucked the pooch again because Roman Reigns... Again, I'm getting off topic. Believe me, I'm going to talk a lot about the Roman Reigns win, which I didn't think was bad. I think they set Roman Reigns up to fail. Okay, going on. Number 18, Adam Rose came out. 19, okay, Roman Reigns. Okay, the crowd boos even for Roman Reigns. Right there and then, I think Vince knew that this was going to be, oops, I fucked the bag again, because Roman Reigns came out, and here's their guy that they want to be the next John Cena and be the next guy, and he has the it factor, guys. I'm not hating him, but Reigns came out, now I could talk about him a little bit, because now he's officially in the match now. Roman Reigns has the it factor. You're rushing it. Let me tell you guys, when he got hurt, okay, he was on fire. He was on set of winning the Royal Rumble. It's been the plan for Roman Reigns to win this Royal Rumble since a little after WrestleMania last year, after WrestleMania 30. And he was on set. He was on fire. He was a big star. But after he got hurt, he got lost so much momentum, and he has not been the same. WWE has to, they did it, the same mistake again. You cannot push somebody on us. The fans don't want to feel like they're getting a superstar pushed on you. You know, just shoved down your throats. That's what they did with John Cena. That's what had made WWE move to the Attitude Era, to the PG era, because they shoved John Cena down our throats as a baby face. And maybe if they were to turn him heel and just let him take a good heel thing, it would have been great. But no, they just shoved him down our throats as a baby face. They had to move it to PG, and I'm afraid they're going to do the same thing to poor Roman Reigns, man. And he's a great guy, dude. I mean, he is. It's not his fault. And you know what? He is going to be that main star. They didn't have to do that tonight. Anyways, Roman Reigns comes out, crowd boos right there and then. Vince really fucked up. Fans are not happy at all. Number 21, Miz comes out to the ring. Mizdow comes out the ring, but Miz tells him, which I predicted, if you saw my predicted video, that we're going to see a crack. I thought Mizdow was going to throw the Miz out of the ring. That didn't happen, but hinted at it, because the Miz says, hey, Mizdow, I'm going to take your spot. And then, as he was about to hit the ring, he got knocked out. He wasn't officially in the ring. Then Mizdow saw Miz on the floor, said, pretty much in most words, fuck you, I'm going in the ring. Then you saw Miz really mad that Mizdow took his spot. You know, he believed that he wanted to get 2 cracks at it. It did its duty. I thought they should have had them both in the ring together and have Mizdow do that. I mean, how long are you going to drag out the storyline where we already know that those two are going to break up? I thought that was really fucking retarded, guys. Seriously, really fucking retarded. We move on to Jack Swagger, number 22, number 23, Ryback. And after the Ryback comes out shortly in the ring, we have the chance, CM Punk chance. Like I said, the fans were not even in this Royal Rumble. They were just yelling, they were booing, they weren't happy. They were not fucking happy. Okay, number 24, Kane. Number 25, Dean Ambrose. Fans are happy. Fans love that. We had a "Let's Go Ambrose" chant going on. But you know what? They buried Ambrose. I'll get into that. Titus O'Neil came out at number 26. Number 27 was Bad News Barrett. After that, in the ring, we still had the Daniel Bryan chants going on throughout the match. And at that point, after Bad News Barrett, a little after he came in the ring, we got more Daniel Bryan chants. Number 28, we had Cesaro come in the ring. 29, The Big Show. Show and Kane takes out Swagger and Ryback. Takes out both of those guys. Number 30, Dolph Ziggler. Crowd was really happy. Popped for Dolph Ziggler because, I mean, like I said, going into this, I thought the biggest baby faces right now were Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, Dean Ambrose, then finally Roman Reigns. I thought, you know, maybe Daniel Bryan was, of course, the number one, and number two would be a tie between Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose. And like I said, Roman Reigns, the fans still like him. He just lost momentum, and they needed to chalk their loss. But no, they just look at him and say, hey, he looks like a champion, so we're just going to do it no matter if he's ready or not. No matter what, he is going to be ready one day, and he is going to be that guy you want him to be. But you just shoved him down our throats too fast. So let's move on with this. Okay, we get a "Let's Go Ziggler" chants going from the fans. Okay, but then we got Cesaro eliminated out. Ziggler got KO'd by the Big Show, and then thrown out by Kane and Big Show. Now the fans were really mad. After Ziggler went out, that was kind of their last hope right there with him. I mean, Ambrose was still in there, but still, they were fucking mad. Then it seemed like we had a Final Four. Remember, Rusev was never eliminated from the match. Now we have, then Bray Wyatt. They eliminated Bray Wyatt. Thought that was fucking stupid. Oh, God. Kane and Big Show eliminated Bray Wyatt. Thought that was, the fans are fucking furious. Now we have a Final Four, supposedly Final Four, because they completely forgot about Rusev, was the Big Show, Kane, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose. Fans were mad. They did not want to see. What a blown opportunity here for the Royal Rumble in the Final Four. You guys could have had Daniel Bryan in there. Could have had Ziggler, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose. See the people you want, even though they're all fan favorites. Maybe, of course, maybe keep Kane and Big Show in there too with the 6 or whatever. But nobody. We know the storyline you want to tell us. We don't want to see it, guys. Okay, Vince, we don't want to see it. Big Show and Kane are so fucking old. So we're seeing these two grandpas in there. They throw out Dean Ambrose. Now the fans are just fucking ballistic, and I was too. And now they're chanting bullshit. Now the fans are just chanting bullshit because they know what's coming. They know Roman Reigns is going to win. They're not. And then I love it how Michael Cole and the announcers are trying to play it as they're saying bullshit because it's because Kane and Big Show's teaming up against Roman Reigns. They could give a flying fuck about that. Me and all you guys, the fans, we're mad because we know what's coming. We know Roman Reigns was going to win, and nobody wanted to see it, and they presented it wrong. Maybe they could have got away with Roman Reigns there if maybe they would have set up a good, significant storyline. Okay, if you really had your heart set on Roman Reigns winning, like I said, I'm not objected to that. I knew this was coming, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. After I say Roman Reigns wins, I knew all this was coming, but they could have set it up. I mean, Daniel Bryan is so big. No matter if you guys like it or not, Vince McMahon, whoever knows this, it doesn't matter if you don't like Daniel Bryan. The kid is over, man. The kid is over, and if you're going to eliminate him, you had to put him in the Final Four, and you had to have his next opponent ready. Okay, if you have no plans for Dean Ambrose, man, I don't know, maybe turn him heel and have him eliminate Daniel Bryan and have the whole crowd just go in shocked and then set up a rivalry there. I don't know. Think of something creative, but you had to bring Daniel Bryan in for a lot longer than 10 minutes. If you weren't going to have him in the match that long and do anything with him, why even have him in the fucking match at all, you stupid motherfuckers? Like, seriously, you were setting you guys up to fucking fail. So anyways, moving on, Roman Reigns eliminates Kane and Big Show, and then holy fuck, guys, fans started chanting for Rusev. You see, what we wanted is a change. Okay, so anyways, I'll get into that in a minute. So they eliminate then Rusev comes out here or whatever. No, The Rock comes out first. I'm sorry. The Rock comes out because Kane and Big Show, after they were eliminated, came back and attacking them, and they knew at this point, I mean, Rock was already rumored to come out. Rock comes out. Probably the help they got because of The Rock coming out will stop the boos because the fans are just bad. And I think Vince kind of knew this may happen. Like, hey, Mel, maybe if The Rock comes out, this won't be as bad. It was still bad. I mean, yeah, they popped for The Rock for a minute, but still, they knew what was happening, and they didn't want it. Then anyways, he cleared out the ring. Rusev comes out. He eliminates Rusev, and, I mean, they wanted Rusev to win at that point just to see a change. Not because they want to see Rusev Brock Lesnar. That makes no sense. They just, we want something different, something new. So anyways, I want to finish up with this review. Then I'm going to be talking about everything I think they should have did different. Then after that, the fans started chanting refund. They wanted a fucking refund, and I don't blame them. I wanted a refund for my $9.99 a month too. Anyways, holy fucking hell, guys. And that's your Royal Rumble. Okay, first of all, guys, I fucking predicted that Roman Reigns was going to win. Okay? Because that's, like I said, that's been the plan ever since of WrestleMania of last year. That's been the fucking plan for Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble and face Brock Lesnar. I mean, that match has been set since last year. Since the day, like a couple weeks after WrestleMania 30, that has been the plan thing for Brock Lesnar to win that SummerSlam, and he did. And then Roman Reigns winning the Rumble and having those two ready. But and I was hoping and I was praying, guys, that Vince McMahon will show to all of us that last year was a fluke at the Royal Rumble, and that he's not out of touch, and that he can change. It's okay. I understand. You have to have a plan. You have to have a tentative plan, but you have to also move with the times. If the fans change their reaction to somebody and are not on board, then you have to change. Like I said, Roman Reigns was very hot at the beginning of after WrestleMania 30 last year. He was on fire. He was red hot. They wanted to see him go singles, and I mean, he was probably on track for this Royal Rumble win until he got hurt. Once when he got hurt, the fan reactions have not been the same. I mean, they're not booing him, but he wasn't ready. And it's okay for him to not be ready. I mean, and you could still put the strap on him later on in the year after WrestleMania 31. It just wasn't the time. It wasn't the time for that. Vince McMahon proved that he cannot change. He has a plan, and he stuck with the plan no matter what. And even though the fans may change how they feel about somebody or lost momentum, Vince is not with it. He's not gathering it. This is a whole new, different set of fans than Vince McMahon is used to dealing with. I'll admit that. Man, us, the fans, are different from how we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I mean, this is the weirdest I ever seen the fans. I understand how they change now, and Vince doesn't, man. You have to learn to change with it, and he didn't. And I knew this was going to happen. I was hoping that we were going to see something different. We're tired of the same old shit, shoving shit down our throats, and you're handicapping Roman Reigns before he even gets started. You're handicapping him. The guy's a great talent. I agree with everything you guys have to say about Roman Reigns, WWE. He has the it factor. He is that poster boy. He looks like a champion, but you cannot shove him down our throats. You're creating John Cena all over again, minus the mic skills. He's horrible on the fucking mic. He needs more work. Guys, you stupid motherfucking assholes. Like, fuck, man. damn it, I have to keep my composure, man. I have a heart condition. I don't want to give myself a fucking heart attack. It's just, Jesus Christ, WWE, motherfucker of hell. It's just, man, they did not get it. They made the same mistake they did last year, okay? And if you wanted Roman Reigns to win, you guys could have booked it all different. The booking of this match was just horrendous. I mean, obviously, to make the fans happy and everything, you guys could have easily did Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar. And here's how. Here's how you could have did this. Is you could have had Daniel Bryan being the ultimate underdog against the ultimate badass Brock Lesnar, and then you could have booked the match. You could have Brock Lesnar just lay the motherfucking hell on Daniel Bryan during this time. And remember, that rivalry between the Authority and Daniel Bryan, that still exists, and that'll play perfect. And then you could even have Triple H cutting promos when Brock's not there, Paul Heyman, everyone saying you beat Triple H last year, you're not going to do it this year, because this year you're playing the Beast. Look what he did to John Cena. What can you do different? They could have booked it like that. They could have booked it so good. And then even in the match, they could have booked it where Brock Lesnar's giving him F5 after F5. But no, Daniel Bryan kicks out. He has all this heart. He has the determination. They could have booked it like that. The underdog fighting his way back. Then Brock Lesnar gassing out. He's a big guy. Make it a long match. Make it like a 30-40 minute match. And have most of the match Daniel Bryan getting his ass kicked until Brock Lesnar gasses out and he's digging in deep. Then he does his yes lock and Brock just taps out at the end or something, or the kicks. They could have booked it like that. No, they just don't believe in Daniel Bryan. They don't want Daniel Bryan as their main guy. That would have been the biggest crowd pleaser thing to do, okay? That could have been the biggest crowd pleaser thing to do. And I understand the story they want to tell with the Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. And guys, it's not bad. It's just too generic, and we know that what's going to happen. They want to book it as, the Roman Reigns beating the big beast. That's why they built up Brock Lesnar this year. They built him up as high as they have, beating John Cena the way they did, to have Roman Reigns come out and be the next Slayer, to be the next Conqueror, to be the next big thing, quote, Brock Lesnar's thing. Have him beat him that. That's the story they want to tell. It's just too generic. We know that's going to happen. And you're force-feeding us Roman Reigns. Don't do that. Because before you're now force-feeding, we all wanted to see Roman Reigns be a star. We all wanted to see Roman Reigns do well and be a world champion and all that. But you can't shove it down our throats, guys. You just can't. WWE and Vince McMahon is completely oblivious. And even with the fucking Rock there, they're just tired of this bullshit. Vince doesn't get it. Vince needs to go away. I'm fucking tired of that guy. I'm fucking tired of Vince McMahon, man. Fuck you, man. I really, I don't wish death and hurt on anybody, but I hope Vince McMahon slips in a bathtub, loses his memory, and loses everything, and just let somebody else take over. I mean, I know people are critiquing what Triple H would do or whatever. We don't really know what Triple H will do and Stephanie until Vince is completely out of the picture. Give Triple H a chance. I'm willing to give him a chance. I mean, I think right now he fights for some things with Vince, but Vince has the ultimate say. Because look at NXT. It's a completely different product, guys. It's a completely different product. Just Vince is out. And then moving on from all that, was the post show. Then they plan. Oh my God! We all knew that John Cena was going to fight Rusev. That's fine. Whatever. That's fine. But the way they started that rivalry was stupid. Like, they were interviewing John Cena, and then Rusev came in to interrupt, and he was mad that he got eliminated from the Rumble. And then they just started pushing each other. Rivalry, WrestleMania, guys. Oh my God. They could have thought of a little something better to start that rivalry than that. And then, I'm going to talk about all the backlash right now. And then, I woke up this morning. Few of you who follow me on Twitter was questioning me, because I woke up this morning and I was reading some articles and I was reading things. And there's a hashtag, cancel WWE. Cancel the WWE network. Cancel WWE Network, or cancel subscription, or something to that effect. And I tweeted that too. I did the hashtag or whatever. And people last night crashed the WWE Network. It was crashed last night after the pay-per-view was over. They crashed the cancellation. Everybody was fucking canceling so much that the fucking shit crashed. That's how bad WWE fucked up. They crashed the network with cancellations. Not in the good way. They wanted out. And you know what? Then I thought that was a great idea. Then I told people that too. And then people's like, and the one guy on Twitter, I don't know if he's watching this right now, said, oh yeah, what's, you're mad at Vince McMahon, so him canceling the network? No, not him canceling the network, you stupid motherfucker. No, not him canceling that. Us canceling that. At least just for a month. If everyone had it right. If everyone just did it last night, of course we could re-sign because we're wrestling fans and they have great content on the network. I'm a big fan of the network. But that's the only way, guys, to really say something to Vince McMahon right now, is dropping the network, and then he sees all those drop cancellations. Then I'm like, oh, wait a second. We did something bad, guys. We really fucked the pooch twice. You know, we fucked it up bad. And the only way to really show Vince McMahon is by money, guys. He cares about our money. That's why, so you hit him where it hurts, the wallets. He's already lost so much money due to this network this year, with him thinking that there was more fans than what they really had, and thinking, oh wow, you know, we're gonna get 1 million subscribers from America and all that. So I don't think it still happened yet with 1 million subscribers in America. It was bad. It was horrible, and Vince McMahon doesn't get it. So I agree with those people, man. Drop it, at least just for now, then re-pick it back up in a couple weeks, and then maybe at least that'll change the storylines, and people will see, hey, people are not kidding, man. They're tired of this shit. They're tired of seeing the same old shit shoved down our throats. And you know what? All I wanted to see last night, guys, was something different. Even if it didn't make sense storyline-wise. And I think that's how everybody felt. I understand Roman Reigns was the guy to win. I think they booked it wrong. I think if they really had their mindset on that, they could have booked a really intelligent storyline, like I said, with Daniel Bryan, but somebody eliminated him. Like a friend, like a fellow babyface that we haven't seen rivaled, like a Dean Ambrose or something, you know, turning heel, or just something, you know. And you had to keep him in longer. You had to keep him in at least to the final 3 or 4. Like I said, I think I would have had him have him win the match, and have to be the ultimate underdog ever against the biggest badass, and do it the way I described it earlier, you know. But they just don't get it. And then I think at the end, when they were even cheering for Rusev over Roman Reigns, it's not that they generally like Roman Reigns over Rusev. It's they wanted to see something different. They wanted to see something different, even if it went against all logic to storylines. WWE has to change. They have to stop being predictable, stop being, you know, whenever we think that they're going to make a right, they have to make a left. They have to keep us guessing. That is what wrestling has become now. We're tired of seeing this shit, you know, and just people fed on us, you know. They have to change that, you know. It just makes me sad, dude. I've been a long time wrestling fan, as you guys know who watch my channel and watch my videos. You know, I've been a fan since I was 4 years old. 4. That's when I fell in love with wrestling, and I've been with it. And you know, tomorrow is my 29th birthday, so I've been watching it from 4 all the way up to 29. I've watched videos all the way from the 70s and 80s when I was a kid in the video store. If you guys seen my what to expect video, I talked about, you know, all my videos in my house show video I did, you know, talking about all the house shows I went to. Man, I love professional wrestling. And it makes me really sad, guys, when I see the sport or entertainment that I love. We all know it's not real. The entertainment that I've loved and I grew up with the kids and my family likes. I watch this product with my wife and my 2 small kids. My kids love it. You know, of course, they're little kids, so they love John Cena, but whatever. You know, this is my source of family entertainment, and when I see the product is so bad and Vince is just not understanding it at all, and I don't know what, and this time I don't think they're gonna do anything different. I mean, last year I know they injected, they had to redo everything, and Daniel Bryan was injected in the match. I don't think they're doing it this year. Oh, and here's the kicker, guys. You know what I found out? You know, I was reading today. You know what the plan for Daniel Bryan is what his original plan was supposed to be for last year's WrestleMania. They want to put him on against Sheamus. Another guy they just completely buried. They completely buried Sheamus, and that's the guy they want their #1 fan favorite guy to face. A guy they've also buried, Sheamus. It makes no sense. The fans were outraged by that last year, and they're not going to be happy about it this year, but I have a feeling they're not going to change it this year. They're going to keep it the same. And, you know, and not to mention, I mean, do we really want to see Daniel Bryan injected in the match? I mean, and Roman Reigns? You're setting up Roman Reigns to fail, man. I mean, and I feel bad for Roman. Like I said, he's a great guy, man. And he does have that it factor. They're just booking him wrong. And they didn't realize that he lost that momentum. You know, he's a young guy. He's going to be around the sport for a long time. If he got hurt, it was bad. Fans wasn't that into him, they're going to get back into him. He's getting better every day. He needs to get more in-ring skills. He needs to get better mic skills. But anyways, guys, I went real long with this video. I was actually planning to. Anyways, this WrestleMania scares me, man. We're gonna have Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. I have a feeling, but as we all know, because Brock Lesnar is leaving WWE to go to back to MMA, either Bellator or UFC. I am a big MMA fan, so if you guys want me to do MMA videos, I've been thinking about that for a while. I watch all the fight nights, all the Fox Sports 1, the fight passes. I watch all those as well. So if you guys want to hear my opinion on that, let me know. I need to hear some feedback, and then I'll start doing that. But anyways, man, we all know that Roman Reigns is going to win. It's been rumored that Seth Rollins will cash in with the Money in Bank after. He's probably going to lose his match at WrestleMania, though, against Randy Orton. It's supposed to be Randy Orton. It's supposed to be Bray Wyatt Undertaker. They said that's why they gave Bray Wyatt such a strong showing at the Rumble. Obviously, Undertaker's going to win that. Sting and Triple H. Sting's obviously going to win that. Very generic Royal Rumble. Vince thinks just because he throws a bunch of stars in there, it's just going to be great. Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. Even if we know Daniel Bryan's going to win, but that's not the match we want to see him in. Horrible, very predictable WrestleMania, very boring. John Cena and Rusev is supposed to be another WrestleMania match. We know that John Cena is going to be the American hero, right, guys? And he's going to win the match. It's very depressing. I look at that match, that pay-per-view lineup, and even with Seth Rollins winning or whatever, it's just so generic, man. It's to be expected. Throw us a curveball, you know? Fucking hell. Anyways, guys, this will conclude my video. Vince McMahon, man, you made the same mistake twice. Last year, fine. You know, I thought, well, you know, sometimes I like to think maybe you're not out of touch. Maybe I like to think, hey, last year you just was really off. Some people have bad years. You made the same mistake twice, and this time even worse. Having the guy everyone loves out within 10 minutes. Very bad. Shame on you, Vince. Fuck you. I hope you fucking go to hell, you stupid motherfucking asshole. You motherfucker. I swear to God. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Anyways, guys, until the next video, I'll see you for the next one.